Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. This is Ma'am SYBEL Explains. This video is all about multiplication of decimals. Let us have the first example. Mang Joel has a garden of 8,500 hectares. He planted 2/10 of it with corn. How many hectares are planted with corn? What are the given in this problem? We have 85 hundredths and 2/10. We will multiply these two decimals in order to get the answer. How do we multiply decimals? In multiplying decimals, it is just like multiplying whole numbers. Place the decimal point after the product. The number of decimal places in the factors must be the same as the total number of decimal places in the product. Now we are ready to go for the multiplication of these decimals. We have to copy first the two decimals and then multiply it as if they are just whole numbers. Okay, 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Write 0 here and then carry 1 at the top of 8. 2 times 8 is equal to 16 plus 1, 17. Carry 1 at the top of 0. 0 times 2 is 0 plus 1 is 1. Next, we have 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Then, we will add the partial products. We call this as our partial products. And these ones are our factors. Okay, now let's add our partial products. 0, 7 plus 0 is 7, 1 plus 0 is 1, and then bring down 0. We have to take note that in our factors, we need to count how many decimal places are there because it should reflect on our product. So, how many are these decimal places? Let's count 1, 2, and then 3. So, it has to be reflected on our product. From here, the right, we will move to the left. So, that's 1, 2, 3. So, our decimal points is over here. And then, it means we'll have 0.170. So, it means Nong Joel planted 170,000 hectares of corn. Or, we have another answer. Since 170,000 is in the highest form, we can still reduce it to the lowest form. It means we can just write 0 decimal point and 17. That's 17 hundredths hectares. So any of these two answers will do. If I will be the teacher, I can consider if you will give me 170,000 hectares or 1700 hectares. But if we are really going to consider the lowest form, then 1700 hectares will do. Let's have another example. The length of the lot is 12 and 5/10 meters. Its width is 9/10 meters. What is its area? In solving for the area of a lot, we need to multiply the length and the width. So we have the given. The length is 12 and 5/10 meters. And the width is 9/10 meters. So we will just multiply these two decimals. So in multiplying decimals, all we need to do is just like multiplying whole numbers. So let's have that. 12 and 5/10 times 9/10. Okay? 5 times 9 is equal to 45. Write 5, carry 4 at the top of 2. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 4 is 22. Write 2 here and carry 2 at the top of 1. 9 times 1 is equal to 9, plus 2 is 11. Now, let's multiply. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0, and 0 times 1 is 0. Okay, we will add our partial products. 5, bring down 5, 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, we have to take note that we need to count the number of decimal places that we have in our factors because it has to be reflected on our product. So let's have this. Let's count. This is 1 and this is another one. That's 2. So from here at the back of the 5, let's move to the left, and that's going to be 2 places. That's 1 and 2. So the decimal point is right there. So our final answer is 11 and 25 hundredths meters squared. So that's our area. Another example. Tedrick has 10 and 75 hundredths kilograms of rice, which he bought at the supermarket. If he plans to give 4/10 of it to his Aunt Wang, how many kilograms will be left for his family? What are the given? We have 10 and 75 hundredths kilograms, and we also have 4/10. In order to get the number of kilograms of rice that is left for his family, it means we have to multiply the 2 decimals. So let's start. 5 times 4 is 20. Write 0. Carry 2 at the top of 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 2 is 30. Write 0 here. And then carry 3 at the top of 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Plus 3 is 3. And then 1 times 4 is 4. Then we will multiply. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 7 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. And 0 times 1 is still 0. Now we are going to add our partial products. Bring down 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. 4 plus 0 is 4. Okay, we can just copy 0 here. If we don't need that one later, then we can just omit that. Okay, let's count the number of decimal points we have in our factors because that should be reflected on our product. How many decimal places do we have here? That's 1, 2, and 3. So our decimal point is here at the back of the last 0. We'll move 3 places to the left. That's 1, 2, and then 3. So the decimal point is here. So our final answer is, since this 0 is insignificant, we may not write it, and we can start with a number which is 4 and then copy the decimal point and then 3 and 0, 0. So as I said a while ago, this answer is in the highest form, but we can still consider that. But if you wanted to have the reduced or the lowest term, we can just cancel this and we can just write 4 and 3/10 kilograms of rice. But 4 and 3/10 is not yet the final answer. These are the number of kilograms Tedrick gave to his Aunt Wang. So we're asking for the number of kilograms that will be left for his family. So it means we will be subtracting 4 and 3/10 from 10 and 75 hundredths kilograms. So let's do that. Now we can subtract 10 and 75 hundredths minus 4 and 3/10. Do you still remember how to subtract decimals? We align the decimal points. So it's really different from multiplying decimals. So in adding and subtracting decimals, we simply align the decimal point. And we may write zeros on the empty spaces so it's easy for us to solve. Then we can already subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 3 is 4. Then we copy the decimal point. 0 minus 4 is, cannot be. We're gonna subtract 4 from 0, so we can borrow from 1. So this 1 will become 0 and this 0 will become 10. 10 minus 4 is equal to 6. 6 and 45 hundredths kilograms of rice will be left for Tedric's family. So the answer is 6 and 45 hundredths. We'll have another example. What is the product of 45 thousandths and 5 tenths? Now, let us multiply 45 thousandths and 5 tenths. Okay. 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Write 5 here and carry 2 at the top of 4. 5 times 4 is equal to 20 plus 2 is 22. Write 2 here and carry 2 at the top of 0. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 5 times 0 is 0. Next, 5 times 0 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. And 0 times 0 is 0. Okay, let's add the partial products. Bring down 5. That's 2, 2, 0, and 0. Let's count how many decimal points do we have in our given or in our factors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be reflected on our product. So from here, at the back of 5, let's count 4 decimal places going to left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so our answer will be 0 decimal point 0, 2, 2, 5. It means our answer is 225 ten-thousandths. What if we have this number? 5 and 67 hundredths times 12 hundredths. We are ready? 5 and 67 hundredths times 12 hundredths. Okay, 7 times 2 is equal to 14. Write 4 here and carry 1 at the top of 6. 2 times 6 is equal to 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. Write 3 here and then carry 1 at the top of 5. 2 times 5 is equal to 10 plus 1 is 11. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 6 is equal to 6. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. Then 0 times 7 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Then we can add the partial products. Bring down 4. 3 plus 7 is 10. Carry 1 at the top of 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Then you will just copy the 0 here. Okay, let's check. How many decimal points do we have in our factors? That is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to have 4 decimal places also in our product. So let's count from the back of the 4 here. So let's count 4 decimal places going to left. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our decimal point is there. So our final answer is 0 decimal point 6804. So our final answer is 6,804 ten-thousandths. What if we have 3 factors? So our game plan is to multiply first 2 hundredths and 5 tenths. Then whatever is the answer there, we will multiply it to 1 tenth. We can start. Let's have first 2 hundredths times 5 tenths. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry 1 at the top of 0. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 5 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Then we can add the partial products. Bring down 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. Then copy 0 here. How many decimal places do we have in our given? In our factors there are 1, 2, 3. So it means we have to have also 3 decimal places in our product. From here, let's move to the left 3 times. That's 1, 2, and then 3. So it means our final answer is 0 decimal point 0, 1, 0. We can have 10 thousandths, or in reduced form, we just cancel this one. So what's left is 0 decimal point 01 or 1/100th. We are not done yet because this is just the product of 2 hundredths and 5 tenths. So that's 0 decimal point and 01. So that's 1/100th. We still need to multiply it to 1/10th. So let's do that. 0 decimal point 01, that's 1/100th times 1/10th. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0. So that's 1, 0, 0, and 0. Let's count how many decimal places do we have in our factors. That's 1, 2, 3. We need to have also 3 decimal places in our product. That is from here, that's 1, 2, 3. It means our answer is 1,000. Don't forget to hit the like button if you think this is helpful. Till next time!